you doing? I hope you had a really, really good week. This week we're looking at the Roman Centurion, which explains why I'm wearing this really weird hat, which is actually the kind of helmet that they would have worn, because Roman centurions were Roman soldiers. They were in the army, they wore big helmets like this, probably not made of paper, and they wore big armour and shields and swords so that they could fight in the army. And this story is about a very important Roman centurion. He was right at the top, everyone respected him, and they knew that he was the leader, their boss. And so he was in charge of a lot of men. And one day his servant, because he was that important that he had servants, his servant became really, really ill. And this Roman centurion, he didn't know what to do. He was really worried, and everything he tried to make this servant better, he got different doctors and tried different remedies. No, he couldn't get better. He was still really poorly. And so the centurion had an idea, because he was a nice guy. He wanted to help the servant, and he had an idea. He'd heard about Jesus, and he'd heard that Jesus could heal people, that when people went to see Jesus, if they were ill, they could be healed and they could be better again and no longer poorly. And so he asked some Jewish elders to speak to Jesus and to ask him to come and help. And the Jewish elders were like, yeah, that's fine. We'll go find Jesus, we'll bring Jesus back, your servant will get better. And so it was a good plan of the centurion. And so off they went to find Jesus, and when they found Jesus, Jesus agreed. He said, yeah, I'll come with you. I'll come to see the servant. He's going to be healed. It's great. However, when Jesus got close to the centurion's house where the servant was trying to recover but was really, really poorly, the centurion sent another message. And this was a bit strange, really. And this message said, I am an important man. When I send a command, my men obey. And so this is a true statement about him. And he said, Jesus is more important than me. And he recognised this about Jesus, that he was way more important. He was a powerful man. And he said, he does not need to come to my house. He just needs to speak the word, to say the servant should be healed. And then he believed that he would be healed. He believed, the centurion, that Jesus didn't even need to come to his house. Jesus was that powerful, his words were that powerful, that he could just say that the servant should be healed, and he would be. And Jesus was amazed by the centurion's faith. Jesus said he'd never seen such faith in Israel. And with that, the servant was completely healed without Jesus even going to see the man. And the elders and the men rushed back to the centurion's house and found that he was well again, which is incredible, really. And what we can learn from this is quite a few things. We can learn that we need to be more like the centurion, hence why we're going to make these a bit later. So we need to learn to be faithful like the centurion was, and have faith and then act on it. He had faith that Jesus could heal his servant, but he didn't just think that and then still only try the medicine and then just give up. No, he said, no, I'm going to go find Jesus and I'm going to get him to come to me. He acted on his faith. He said, yeah, I believe this, and so I'm going to do something to prove that I believe that and to act on it. The other thing we can learn is that Jesus' words are powerful. Just like the centurion knew, Jesus' words were powerful. He didn't even have to come to him. He could just say, be healed, and the servant was healed because his words are that powerful. And then kind of the last thing we can learn is that Jesus can meet anyone's needs. It doesn't matter whether you're a really important centurion, whether you're really popular, whether you're just a servant, whether you're just a young person or an old person, or it doesn't really matter. Jesus can help everyone, and it doesn't matter who you are. And it's the same with the centurion. He believed this too. He didn't think, oh, well, just because I'm really important and my servant's not, I'm not going to help him. No, he said, I'm going to help my servant as well. And so we need to remember to try and help everyone around us. Doesn't matter who they are. We want to be like Jesus and help them, and then act on our faith in what we believe about God, and then act on it by helping them. If you say you want to help people, you need to actually go and help people. And so to remember that, and that we want to be like the centurion, as I've said, we're going to make these beautiful helmets so that we can all be a bit more like the centurion, both literally with the helmet, but also in the way we remember to help everyone, whoever they are, and be faithful to God. making your helmet like I did, and I hope you enjoy wearing them as well, and remembering to be like the Centurion, to be faithful and to help people whoever they are. It doesn't matter who they are, you want to help them just like this Centurion did. I'll see you next time. Bye!